Hello, just your Rix here, back with another thoughts video, and today I'm going to do another New York Toy Fair thoughts, and we're going to be doing the Lego movie sets that were revealed there, we're going to be doing the Ultra Agent sets that were revealed there, and some of the Star Wars sets that were revealed there, because you guys know I'm not really huge into Star Wars, so I'll only really do the ones that I want. So the Lego movie set pictures are from fbtb.net. Of course, they provide some really excellent Toy Fair pictures, so you can find a link to that in the description. And then the Ultra Agents pictures are from Toy Arc, which you can find a link to that in the description. They also provide some really nice pictures. And the Star Wars pictures are from FBTV again, so you can find a link to that in the description. So, anyways, without further ado, let's start with the Lego movie. Now, the first set is Emmet's Constructo-Mech. And I know my buddy B-Kind01, he is so hyped up for this set. And he has a good reason why. At first, I didn't really like this set, but I think maybe he convinced me. I'm not entirely sure, but how I really like this set. It's $60 for 700 pieces, which is great. And the actual build itself is, I hate saying this, but it's actually like epic. Like, it is huge. And it really fits the scene in the movie. I don't want to say any more, just not spoil it or anything like that. But you can see right there how big it is. That is humongous. Compared to a minifigure, you see, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like maybe like 6 to 7 or even 8 times the size of a minifigure. Or even, it goes all the way up here, so maybe even 10 times the size of a minifigure. So it is just crazy. And for me, that's the reason why I'm probably not going to get it, the size. I don't have any room for it. So if anything, if I do get it, I'll display it on the top or something like that, because I need to redo the top of my room. I mean, look at this. Got the old agents up there, that flimsy HQ. The Ferris wheel I'll probably keep, because that's always something that's nice to look at. And maybe Brickbeard's Bounty, but I'll take off like the airport, the police station up there from 2008, and the Mars mission set. But back to this. Yeah, it's just probably too big for me to get. The price itself is actually really good. $60 for 700 minifigures. The only problem, and this is the reason why I really didn't like it, or no, not really, because I didn't really like the look at first, but the only problem is that there's no exclusive minifigures besides Emmet and Angry Kitty. And you may say, oh, well, there's 2 exclusive minifigures. Well, there's only 4 minifigures altogether, and 2 of them are the like kind of boring Skeletrons. So I wish I would have maybe included an exclusive character, something like that. I'm not entirely sure. But still, it is a very awesome set, so I really do like it. And you can see just all the detail right there. And of course, Angry Kitty, who looks just adorable, and it is exclusive to the set. And Emmet in this set is exclusive because he has that face where he's kind of angry and then he's happy in a way similar to the collectible minifigure series, but it looks a little bit better than the collectible minifigure series happy face, not where he's like really happy. So I actually really do like that, how they have another varied version of Emmet for his face print, and he looks awesome there. So that's it for that set. Next up is the Super Secret Police Dropship. This is, you guys know, I've covered this in the other Toy Fairs, but it is just another really cool set for Johnny Thunder alone, and Johnny Thunder looks awesome. You see how he looks? He's an updated version of his old version, which he has pupils now, which is really cool. So that is awesome, and he also has back printing. So he looks fantastic, but it is just another one of those epic sets, and I hate saying that, but you get Batman, Green Ninja, and Johnny Thunder in one set, and plus Emmet. It's just so multi-generational, as I say. I know that's not a word, multi-generational, but I guess a fitting word would be like multi-gener. I'm not even sure. But the fact that you get Batman, who originally appeared in 2006, you get Green Ninja, who originally appeared in 2012, Emmet, who appeared in 2014, and then you get Johnny Thunder, who appeared in the late 90s. That is crazy. That is like so awesome. So that whole combination is just crazy. And you get 4 Super Secret Police little Super Secret Police SWAT members, I guess you could say. But you can see right there, so it is just a fantastic set for the minifigures alone. The price is $80, so you get $10 per minifigure. So for every $10 you get a minifigure, and you get 854 pieces, which is great. So yeah, the build itself isn't like the greatest build in my opinion, but I'm really starting to warm up to it. I do kind of like it. You can see there's like an inside right there, which looks really interesting. And there's kind of a side part right there. So I'm definitely going to pick this up for Johnny Thunder alone, but I mean, I wouldn't feel bad about it because the build itself, like I said, isn't too bad, and you get lots of cool characters in it. So that's really cool. Then there's Benny's Spaceship, and wow, this is another really cool set. I think this one and the Super Secret Police Dropship are the two that I'm like definitely going to pick up despite their prices. This is $100 actually for 940 pieces, so it's not the best price per piece ratio, but it's not bad at all because 940 pieces is still great for $100. And the minifigures in here really kind of make this set awesome, but the build itself is extremely strong. So the minifigures in here, you get Astro Kitty, who looks adorable. You see some very nice printing on her side right there. Then you get Space Wildstyle or Spacesuit Wildstyle, who looks great. And these only really appear briefly in the movie, like these suits. But you get Benny, and Benny only comes in this set and MetalBeard's Sea Cow. So, you know, I'm not going to get the Sea Cow anytime soon, and we'll get to that later. So I really do like this. And Benny has that face on one side, and he has the regular normal smiley face on the other side, which is just really cool. And I love the detail they have on his helmet. So that's all really cool. And then you get this guy right here, which is, I think it's like a robot pilot or a super secret police pilot or something like that. And they're not showing it in any of these pictures on FBTB, but you also get Robo Emmet, which is really cool. And he didn't really appear in the scene, but still, you could kind of see him right there. So for $100, I wouldn't really feel bad getting this. Again, it may be a little bit too big, but this is one I would definitely want to display like prominently. And since it's not too tall, I might be able to like tilt it a little bit and fit in one of these cubbies right here. So yeah, that's really how I feel about that. And we're on to the last one, which is a Sea Cow, and that officially got revealed yesterday, and it actually came out today. And you can see the Sea Cow right here. Big set, $250 in the United States, but there's lots of details to it. The only thing is, it is $250, and I already have one pirate ship, so I feel like I wouldn't really want to display two pirate ships at the same time. So that's just kind of how I feel. But you can see the detail on here is really excellent. Of course, it's lagging up right now, but you get a small little mini MetalBeard. You get Queasy Kitty, which is exclusive, and those are sadly the only two exclusive minifigures to the set, because the rest aren't really exclusive at all. Because you get just Vitruvius, and you get Emmet, and Benny right there, and this is the only way you could get Benny at the moment, and then you get Wildstyle, of course. So there's lots of little cool details, like I believe there's lots of cannons in here or something. You gotta watch the designer video. But it is just a really cool set, but I'm not going to be getting it because it's not too expensive for me, but it is pretty expensive. It is too expensive for me, but I'm not saying it's a bad value. Like, it's a good value for what you get. So yeah, that's kind of how I feel about that set. And without that, now on to the Ultra Agent sets. And now this theme is really interesting because I love the original Agent sets that came out in 2008. And even if you go back, I loved Alpha Team too, which were like the OG. Like, I know original and OG are kind of the same thing, but like OG, old 2000 versions of Agents, and that was like the original Agent line that we've gotten for Lego. But Agents was, of course, the first one that's called Agents, so that's what I'm trying to say. But the deal with these is we're getting, I think it's 6 sets, and yeah, there's 6 sets, and there's the first one is Hurricane Heist. Now, Hurricane Heist, a lot of people love, and I think the design is very, very interesting. I still don't quite get what's going on here. But yeah, I think that may be a little bit of a problem for me. I'm not really sure what's going on here. Sure, it looks really cool, but I'm kind of confused. And interestingly enough, the preliminary for this box showed it on front of like a little regular house, but this one shows it on top of a bank and stuff like that. So that's kind of interesting. I didn't really notice that. But the minifigures in here are really cool. You get this really kind of generic guard right here, which is cool. And you get this guy, which, let me see, did they show his name? Yeah, they don't show his name, but still. And you get these two minifigures right here, these two agents. And one of the agents has that pink ponytail. They have the ponytail piece from 2010, but it's in pink, which is really cool. Or it's like more of a magenta color. So it looks really, really cool. Like I said, it's just, I don't know if I have space for it like I usually say. And it's $70 supposedly, which is maybe a little bit too steep. And just, I don't really know what's going on. So while it is a cool design, I can't really see if I have a use for it. So yeah, that's kind of how I feel about that set. And then there's the Ultra Agents Mission HQ, and I've covered this one before, but this is an extremely impressive set, considering I did not care for the 2008 version. You guys know that. I'm like so against that set now. I really love that set. I wanted to get it so badly, and then I got it, and then it just was super flimsy. Now, the stuff inside is cool in the old set, but for this set, what they did was they fixed the flimsiness. They used, I think it's the mini ball joint, so you could kind of see it right here. So that is really cool how they fixed that. So they fixed basically the main problem with the old one, and they made it even more cooler because the old one only had some like stuff inside this part, but they made it that there's stuff inside this part too. So there's kind of like a walking thing when you open it. So that is awesome. And then the minifigures in here are great too. You get this guy right here who has that gray hair. That's just, I guess you could say, the Mutt Williams hair or the Agent Chase hair in gray, which has not come before. You get this agent, which was the one from the Hurricane Heist, which is really cool. And you get this person right here, which I was talking about earlier, that there was a final version of her in the preliminary catalog, and she looks great. And you also get some of the people of, I think it's Hurricane, which is the enemy side. And you get this little mech right here for Hurricane. I keep on saying Hurricane, but it's Tornado, right? Or, whoa, did they change the name? I'm actually kind of curious. Or do they just do the... I think they... No, they just put the name of the villain in this set. So, that, okay, that makes sense. But, yeah, it is an extremely, like, really cool-looking set. But I don't know if I could get it because I don't have space for it. Like, I know I keep on saying that. And I have the old one from 2008. So, yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it. It is really cool. And this set right here, Riverside Raid, this is actually only $12, which isn't bad. I thought it would be like $13. But it is a really kind of cute set. And it isn't a bad set at all because you get this guy who's exclusive to here, I'm pretty sure. And you get this guy right here, this agent, and he has a really cool suit on, which I would see being used for like the Nostalgia Critic. Like that's how he kind of looks. So I'll have to get that for, I guess, a custom Doug Walker or something. But this little vehicle right here, it's not really the greatest vehicle, but it's a $12 set, so I can't really like, you know, insult it or anything like that because it is a pretty cute little vehicle for $12. And you get these little containers right here too. So it is an extra, like a really kind of cute $12 set. So I will be picking that up for sure. I love getting little small sets. This one I actually really like. A lot of people don't really like this one, but I kind of like this one a lot because not only does it have this little ATM part, and it has this guy right here, which I think might be what a Solomon Blaze, which I think is a reference to, of course, Galaxy Squad. I'm not entirely sure which set Solomon Blaze comes in, but this little vehicle right here, I kind of like really like. I don't know why. It looks really interesting. That's probably why. It looks like kind of like a tank, but it has these weird kind of claws here, and the ATM is there too, and it's only $20. And you guys know I love $20 sets, so it's for 241 pieces, it's only $20, which is great. And you get this exclusive guy right here, which has some really interesting looking molds. And you get this guy right here, which I believe is Solomon Blaze. So, yeah, it's another really cool set. So I'll be picking that up for sure. And then right here is Infearno Interception. A lot of people thought this was Dr. Inferno at first, but it's Infearno. So maybe he gets like reincarnated or something like that. But he looks really awesome. I love this little flying, like I described it as like the Silver Surfer's little vehicle, his little surfboard, and that's kind of what it reminds me of, and that looks great. He has this little thruster on the back which has like a flame coming out, and then he has this new mold for his like little helmet alone. So there's lots of new molds in here for like one-off molds, and you could see he has that little part that the Galaxy Patrol guy had from Series 7 in red. So he looks awesome. So I love this little part right here. And then this vehicle I actually think is really cool too because it's more of a futuristic vehicle. I'm not entirely sure, but that might be the guy that has the white hair that's in the Agent HQ set. So if that is him, that's really cool because I want that white hair, but I don't want to buy the Agent HQ set for the reasons I stated before. So the vehicle itself, it's a $30 set, and it looks a little bit small for a $30 set. But there is 313 pieces and like one exclusive minifigure, and that's just counting him because I'm not entirely sure if he's exclusive. I need to see an out-of-the-box picture of him, but he is exclusive, and so it is really worth it. And you get that exclusive new mold, so this looks like a fantastic set. So I'll definitely be getting that. And this one, I'm still a little bit torn on. It is $40 for 429 pieces, but I don't like that enemy vehicle. I think this part, I guess, it's kind of cute. I like it a little bit better now that we've seen final pictures, but it's still extremely small. But you do get this guy right here, which is a hazmat guy in that like white color, which we have not gotten before in that white color, which is really cool. And you get this little thing right here, like I said, but it's just very, very small. It would have been cool if they maybe expanded on that and made the enemy vehicle a little bit like smaller. But the enemies in the set are this one right here, which is, I think it's Toxikita or something like that, and she has Ang Lee's hair in that kind of in that green color. And why am I saying Ang Lee? That's the person who directed Life of Pi and stuff. Ann Lee's color, or right? Is it that? Why did that sound weird? I don't know. I need to check up on Monster Fighters again. And then you get this agent guy right here, and I'm still not like, I still don't know the names, so bear with me. But basically, once they release like promotional material, once the sets start to come out, I'll definitely learn their names. So it is just a really cool looking set, and I really do like it because for $40, you know, it's like, okay, I'm really torn on it because it's cool looking. But for $40, I feel like this is too small of a vehicle. No, and then this is too small of a thing. But, I mean, not the vehicles. Ugh, it's hard to explain. Okay, for $40, this is too small, I feel like. But it is $40, so what do I expect more out of it when you have this vehicle right here? And this vehicle, it looks small, but I feel like they're using a lot of the pieces in that vehicle. So I'm not sure. Maybe they should have made it like a little helicopter, like one of those polybag helicopters, then made this like an elaborate part. Because I don't know, I'm not sold on the colors of this, but it does look pretty cool because I do like how they did the rotors right there. I'm not entirely sold on the colors and stuff like that, like because it has that weird yellow color. I love yellow, but like the yellow and the green, I don't like that. But it's just a very interesting set, so I am torn on that. So I don't know if I'll get it or not. And that's it for the Ultra Agents, and now alas, we're on to Star Wars. And I'll tell you now, I don't want any of these sets. The only set I do want is, well, the event calendar does actually look cool. It looks genuinely really cool, but I believe it's 50. So actually, let me check the event calendar. Oh, it's only 40. So yeah, I might actually pick up the event calendar. I know it sounds weird. Maybe I'll do an opening or something like that. But the only set I do want is the Mos Eisley. I can never pronounce it, and people have pointed out the pronunciation before. But I want the Cantina, okay? Because not only is this a prominent part of the original trilogy, it looks awesome, okay? All the minifigures in here are just great. You get Luke, you get Obi-Wan, who else is in here? There's Han, you get, who else? It looks like a Sand Trooper, and you get 3 of those Biffs, I think they're called, and you get Greedo, too. So it looks awesome for $60 for $70. It looks awesome. It's only 616 pieces for $70, but you do get lots of new molds like them and the little, I think it's called a dewback right there, and it looks great. And then you get this little what is it called? It's, oh my gosh, this is pathetic. See, I need to watch the prequel trilogy again, but I am definitely planning on getting this. I don't buy much Star Wars sets, but recently I've really warmed up to Star Wars because, I mean, I think in late 2012 I got the Desert Skiff, and then this year I already got 2 Microfighters. Last year I got some random polybag for free, and this year I'm going to get this. So this looks awesome. I really want this. It may be a little bit too small, but it kind of reminds me of the old Cantina we got, I think, in 2003, 2004, which I don't really mind getting another version of that because that was actually really cool. Only thing, I think Because Rewind pointed this out, but there's no bartender or anything in the bar area. So that's a little bit disappointing. But other than that, I really, really love this set. And look at that, it just froze up. I love little building sets like this, especially from Star Wars, because Star Wars building sets are usually really cool. When I say building, I mean like a building, you know, like an actual building, not like building like Lego, because then they're all building sets. So yeah, very, very psyched for this set. I don't know if I'm going to pick a day of one, but I'll eventually get around to getting it, I hope. Unlike Jabba's Palace, which I love Jabba's Palace, but it was $120, so I never really got to get it. So yeah, that's really it for this thoughts video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. There's really not any other Star Wars I'm looking. There's not any I really am interested in besides the event calendar, which you could kind of see. Wait, I did the ISD. You could see the event calendar right here. So it is very. What I like about the event calendar is it's very original trilogy themed. So yeah, that's it for now, and I will see you guys later. Bye.